We are grateful these men were willing to make the ultimate sacrifice for others.
This tragedy 10 years ago was shared. Many of you knew one of the 19. They were your Little League players, your son's friends, cousins.
It is hard to believe, but it's been 10 years since the tragedy. 19 Granite Mountain Hotshots were killed battling the Yarnell Hill fire. This afternoon, the Prescott community gathered to honor those brave men, remembering their legacies and ringing the bell of honor.
Eric Marsh. Garrett Zubiger. Wade Parker.
However, that tragedy also upended the lives of countless other family members reeling from their loss. One of them, the Ashcraft family, who was front and center not only during the tragedy but after in the fight for benefits. We caught up with Andrew Ashcraft's widow to hear what she's been up to over the last 10 years for both she and her 4 kids. It's been 10 years since the tragedy of the Yarnell Hill wildfire. But for the families of the firefighters, that day plays on forever. Is it hard to believe it's been 10 years?
Sometimes it feels like it was yesterday. Other times it feels like it was a lifetime ago, just because so much has happened. But, you know, the emotion of it is still so real and so raw inside.
Juliann Ashcraft, widow of Andrew Ashcraft, says on June 30th, 2013, the Granite Mountain Hotshots were just doing what they were trained to do.
Take me back to that day. You guys were in constant contact with each other via text.
I really think it was somewhat business as normal for them.
She then got one last text.
The last I heard from him was when he pulled out his phone at lunchtime, and you know, he just sent me this message in all caps that just said, "I love you, Juliann."
Hours would go by before the breaking news.
And right across the bottom of the TV, at the time they had it incorrect. It said 18 hotshots dead. Of course, we know there was 19. But I know how many men are on the crew. So even though I felt right away the impact, like I just knew my life was totally upended in that moment.
But as we know, her husband, her hero, was one of the 19 brave firefighters killed.
He was the love of your life.
Oh yeah.
You guys knew each other since you were kids.
Yeah.
How are you doing with that part?
Oh, I miss him every day. I feel blessed to have been married, to have been so in love, to have a wonderful family and kids. So I don't really feel like I'm needing anything. I just miss his company, I miss his laughter, I miss his companionship and all of the things that I thought we would have. You know, the 50-year anniversary we'll never get to see, or the grandbabies we'll never hold together. Those things are still really sad and in the back of my mind, but we try to focus on the present day each day.
Today, the family lives out of state, but still live by their dad's words to be better, the mantra they now live by.
So he gave all of us these white wristbands. He called them a Be Better band. And he said, you know, when he looked at his wristband, which he promised to wear for the rest of his life, that it would be a reminder to him to live better, to make a better decision in whatever moment that would be, to benefit himself as a human being on the planet, as a father, as a husband.
It's been a tough road for the grieving family, but a bus tour across the country helped them heal as they spent time meeting the people who reached out to them with messages of support.
And so we bought an old tour bus and we lived on it for a year. And my kids and I we filled out thank you cards for each of these people, and my kids drew them letters and pictures. And then we just knocked on their door. And really, our whole message was just to say thank you.
And what they found, according to Juliann, was despite the tragedy, they are blessed. And as a family, they will carry on Andrew and his brother's memories.
Obviously, this date coming up, Friday, was circled on the calendar for a while. Are you dreading it? Are you excited to reconnect with people? Are you excited to share his message? What's going through your mind?
I'm looking forward to it. For the first time, I think, as this anniversary approaches, it's June 30th is as heavy a day as June 29th or June 28th, because we miss Andrew every day. But this 10-year feels different because my kids have grown. My son is actually speaking at the event, so it really shows that generations have just kept on kept on going and time's marching on. And it feels almost like we're passing the baton of these guys' legacy to, the really only living piece of them left. So I think that will be special this year. It will be special to see their kids take part in it.